Nerf this!
Hey guys, welcome back to Clash with Cory. If you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on that notification bell. We're going to jump right into it. This is a war recap of the CWL invite match between WHF, Spartans Legacy. Just ended yesterday, which was Sunday, and we managed to pull out the victory. Spartans Legacy this season so far was undefeated, so huge victory to us. Great game to those guys. Obviously, they're undefeated. Very skilled clan over there. Fought a very hard war. Super fun matchup. Got to war against some guys that I've been watching on YouTube for years, in Halo and Maxwell. So tons of fun for me as well. With that, we're gonna go ahead and start some replays, and then we're gonna go ahead and look at the stats. We'll get into some of the rest of the stuff there as well. So, all right, there we go. Also, wanted to tell you guys, if you get a chance, check out the details of my videos. Below all my videos and the details, I've got good resources for you in there. I've got links to my Discord server if you want to hang out with me. I got links to WHF's recruiting Discord server if you're interested in joining the WHF clan family. Also got links to WHF's live streamers. Give those live streamers a follow. You'll be able to see these wars as they're going down live. Super exciting wars in the CWL invite this year. They've all been close. There haven't been any blowouts in our wars at all. Every single one of them has been close, nail biters, down to the last minute or few minutes. So really fun to get in and watch those live. While this is playing, I'm going to look at the stats, and I'm going to tell you guys how it kind of broke down. 10v10, that's where we always start. We shot a 47% hit rate, 10v10. Very respectable. Ideally, we'd like to see that above 50%, but 47% is not too bad. Spartans Legacy struggled a little bit, 10v10. They came out firing, too. Really high 10v10 rate at first. But they had some trouble with kind of the rest of our bases, I guess, so they ended up shooting a 41% 10v10 rate. All right, we go up to Town Hall 11. We struggled at Town Hall 11 this war. We had a 38% hit rate at Town Hall 11, so definitely room for improvement there. They did quite a bit better at 11v11. They had a 47% rate at 11v11. Now, I want to say something about dips, because that was a huge deciding factor in this war. Normally, we don't say anything about dips, but you know what? Dips are important, you know, and this war, Spartans Legacy struggled with their 12v11 dips, and that was the difference. We went perfect on 12v11 dips, and that really allowed us to get more 12v12 attempts, where Spartans Legacy kind of struggled. Now, I gotta say, 12v11 dips are not a gimme. There's not nearly as big of a gap, offensively, defensively, between Town Hall 11 and 12 as there is between 11 and 10. So if you're dipping at Town Hall 10, with Town Hall 11, that's pretty much a gimme, you know what I mean? But if you're dipping a Town Hall 11 as a Town Hall 12, that is not a gimme at all. And, you know, you gotta treat those just the same as you do everything else. It's a very serious part of the game, and, you know, it can win wars. We've shown that a couple times in CWL invite this year. Dips are a big deal, 12v11, definitely. So, with that 12v12 hit rate, we managed to clear 2 of their Town Hall 12s for a 40% hit rate. They managed to clear 2 of our Town Hall 12s as well, but they only had 3 attempts, so theirs was a 67% hit rate, 12v12. Very nicely done there. We did come out with the 1-star victory over them, 132 to 131. Now, I do have to say it would have been tied on percentage. But they were in a position where they had 99% on our last Town Hall 11 that was still standing, and so in order to have a shot at winning the war, they had to go 2 12v12s and hope to triple both of those and win on percentage. So even closer war than that 1-star victory would lead you to believe, but they just had to leave it 99% Town Hall 11 up at the end. So very close war. Very exciting war, man. WHF versus Spartans Legacy. You know, 2 legendary clans there going to battle. Super fun to be a part of that. Amazing, really. I'm loving CWL invite. It's crazy getting to war against people that have been teaching me how to clash through their YouTube videos for years. Is so much fun. Still, I'm still a little starstruck about the whole thing. You know, warring with the legends in WHF and getting to war against other legends and other CWL invite clans. So much fun for me. I had a pretty decent war. I 6-packed on my Town Hall 10, and I had 2 successful defenses before my base was finally tripled. So very happy with my performance there. But obviously, I'm a lot more happy that the team got the win. I do also want to say, so I showed the 2 12v12s, and that's going to be the same as you probably saw on Carbon's recap as well. But all my Town Hall 11 and Town Hall 10 hits are going to be totally different ones than he's showing. So we're going to get into those right now. We're going to go to number 10, and actually have a chance to call these out now that I'm done with stats and analysis and all that good stuff. Vince is going to come in with a beautiful Queen Charge Lalo attack on number 10, DT of Spartan's Legacy. Now look where that Town Hall is on the very bottom. And you look up top at any angles where you'd bring in any sort of wall wrecker, and it's guarded by single target Infernos. The Queen's on the back end by the Town Hall, so that's why he's bringing a Queen Charge on this one. You know, first thing you got to defend is that siege machine value, definitely, because they're so powerful. But a lot of times, if you're doing that to the extreme, you leave it open to a Queen Charge on the back of the base. So, and that's what we're seeing happen here. So, coming in with really nice Queen Charge on the back. Honestly, he's getting both heroes with this, too, so he probably could have gone hogs with this if he wanted to. But, yeah, very nice. Getting that enemy CC taken out. Enemy King's already down. Not that that matters for Lalo, but trying to get in there, get that enemy Queen. Get in there and get some sweepers. That's huge value if you don't have to fight any sweepers during your Lalo. There goes the enemy Queen, pops his ability. Good call. Even though she's in a rage, this level 50 Queen does so much damage. If you're not coming into it raged and fairly full health, you can still die, even with raged healers on your Queen. Level 50 Queens just do so much damage per hit. That, you know, you gotta watch it. Sometimes you just gotta pop that ability. So both sweepers just went down at this point. Very nicely done. Very nicely done. God, I'm not liking this recording quality. It's great on my screen, but honestly, I'm not liking the screen quality going in there. I'm gonna have to make some changes, guys. So if that's bugging you, I'm gonna look into that. Make sure that my recording quality gets much better. I have the hardware, I have the software. I think it's a network issue, because getting onto my screen recorder there, it is having to go through a wireless network that's not doing well at the moment. So look forward to a little better screen quality in the future videos. Beautiful Queen Charge Lalo here. Yeah, gets his base taken care of. Queen survives the whole raid, which is really nice. She helps a lot with that cleanup. She can do a lot of tanking while she's in there with healers on her. And the balloons run into that tornado trap very last. There's not even any defenses left up, so I'm thinking he's gonna want to probably replace that tornado trap in a spot that kind of catches it while there's defenses still up to hit those loons that are caught in it. Very nice triple from Vince. Now we're gonna go look at an attack by Hex, Queen Charge Hog attack. That's kind of been his specialty lately. Very good at this attack. So this is going to be Queen Charge into a wrecker entry. So he's not going to have to waste any space on wall breakers or that sort of thing. And it also, that wall wrecker provides a lot of tanking for that Queen Charge too. So you don't have to invest usually as many rages as you would on just a Queen Charge alone. So it can be very effective at getting her into that base and you know, not to mention the Valks that are in there. Pretty sure he's got Valks in here. That's kind of standard. Sometimes he'll bring loons and rage those loons just to take out a heavy group of defenses right there. Man, I really like how he funneled that. You know, obviously a very difficult to funnel portion there. So he uses his king just to set up that side of the funnel. He's able to get a pretty cheap funnel on the other side up here with that wizard and archer. So he's able to just sacrifice his king on the very difficult part to funnel first. And he lets that king die too. He doesn't want to risk having a healer swap onto his king. That's death for a Queen Charge if she loses those healers, obviously. Wall wrecker's breaking in there nice and deep, and sure enough, he's got loons in there. I thought that might be a possibility. Trying to take out some of those heavy defenses over there. Unfortunately, they get caught in a tornado trap and don't get a whole heck of a lot done, but at least they sprung the tornado trap. So his queen's able to get in there, get the enemy queen kill, getting the eagle taken down right now, leaving a nice thin little path around the rest of that base for the hogs. And now she should be able to step up, pop her ability here because that singles lock onto her. She should be able to step up and get that enemy king as well, so those hogs don't have to deal with it. Sure enough, she's going to lock onto that king. He's distracted by the archers that she spawned in her royal cloak ability, so that allows her to get through that king, even though she's only got 2 or 3 healers on her at this point. Hogs are going around. Didn't want to wait too long for the hogs, because the hogs can get in there and start tanking for the queen as well. So the queen can be tanking some of those defenses for the hogs, as long as she's still got healers on her. But they can also be tanking those defenses for her, so that she survives the raid. And remember, on a queen charge hog attack, even if your queen does go down, that's okay, because those healers will swap onto those hogs a lot of times, and you'll get a lot of value out of them there, healing those hogs up around, saving you heals, allowing you to conserve those heal spells even more, which is what you see right now. Now the healers have swapped onto those hogs at the end, so they're going to stay nice and full health through the rest of this raid. Doesn't really matter if they hit any giant bombs at this point, because this base is wrecked. He's got like 15 hogs still up, still had his queen up, still had his warden up, got plenty of cleanup down in time. Just a really beautiful, beautiful queen charge hog attack, using that wrecker to get the queen charge in there. Very nicely done. Now we're going to take a look at Dan's hit on number 23. This is going to be a queen charge minor attack into a damaged CC. I've shown a couple videos on this, how you can do this, and Dan has been wrecking a lot of bases with this. What you'll see, look at that CC range right there. You can definitely get a queen charge into this open section in here to take care of that CC, no problem. Now, he wanted her to walk left here. Unfortunately, she's going to step to the right of that cannon and step in range of that single, but he's not going to panic. He's way too experienced of a queen charger to do that, so he's going to use his rage and ability, poison to get through the enemy CC, and unfortunately for the defender here, he made a mistake on this outer compartment of this base, and Dan's queen can reach that single target inferno, and that's going to save this raid nicely, because once the queen takes out that CC, she's going to lock right onto that inferno and take it out, no problem. Now, unfortunately, she has used her only rage and her ability at this point to get through that single, so she is going to go down, but she's going to get plenty of value before that happens, so it's not going to be a big deal. And just like with the queen charge hog attack, if your queen goes down on a queen charge or queen walk minor attack, you have that opportunity for those healers to swap over to the miners as well, since they're ground troop like the hogs, and continue to get value out of them there, and you're going to see that in this raid. Miners are coming in. He used his king and wall wrecker kind of on the outside of the base, trying to establish some funnels so that the miners would stay in the base on those defenses. Also wanted his either king or wall wrecker. The idea was to get him to take on that enemy king so the miners didn't have to, but his king got kind of delayed on a Tesla farm on the bottom there, which is also really good value for the king, so having the king take that on helped out quite a bit. Now at this point, the queen is down, just like we talked about. Well, we got 3 or 4 healers on that big group of miners doing some great work. Because of that healer swap, he's not going to have to use that last heal. He's going to swag it. He's going to save it for the next raid. So very nicely done. Love those queen charges with ground troops, just because that potential for the healer swap. I mean, you know, best case scenario, your queen stays up the whole raid, just doing damage for the whole raid. But even if she goes down, you have an opportunity to get some great value from those healers, swapping onto those miners or hogs. Very nice. Swag heal for Dan there. He's been wrecking a lot of bases with this queen charge miner attack, no matter what's in the CC. Even if it's damaged CC, he's been doing great work with it. Now we're going to take a look at an old school attack by Golly, the leader of WHF, coming in with a GoBo Lalo, not using a wall wrecker here. Instead, he's going to use a blimp on the back end. That blimp is going to be full of max loons, and because of that blimp, he's only going to have to bring 1 hound on this raid, because you can use that blimp kind of as a hound as well, leading in there, tank it for a few loons, and then pop it exactly where you want over a high value group of defenses, and it's going to drop those max loons right on, whether it be an air defense or wizard tower or sweeper, something really high value like that, or a group with a lot of those together like we see right in here. So he's coming in on the back side of this base. We'll call it the backside now because that's where the town hall is, and just a couple golems and bowlers. So Using some wall breakers. Gosh, we don't see that very often anymore. I guess with queen charges we do, but other than that, we don't see a lot of wall breakers anymore with the siege machine. So Golly's keeping it alive. He sees there's a ton of value on the back side of that base. The front side, the siege machine side, the opposite of the town hall, was really well defended with those single target infernos. Kind of difficult to funnel as well. So he just comes in on the back side of the base. Unfortunately, his queen's going to walk, but he had enough wizards in there to take care of that damage CC, so that's going to be all right. She's going to be able to pop ability and grab another wizard tower over here, so that's pretty decent value. He managed with that kill squad with those rage bowlers to take down a sweeper. So obviously he's going to be coming in. Oh, camera issues there. He's going to be coming in from this side of the base, right over here, from behind this sweeper, so that he doesn't have to fight that sweeper at all. I'm going to ×2 it here. Coming in with a really nice Lalo. Look at all the air bombs that first hound picked up. 2 air bombs. Very nice pathing for that first hound right there. Brings in the blimp right into that high value section that we were looking at earlier. A couple wizard towers. Had an inferno close by. Had an expo right in between. So dropped those max loons right in that high value area there. And he crushes this base. Tons of loons left up. 15 loons there? I don't know. It's a big pack of loons. This base was wrecked hard with an old school GoBo Lalo. And using a blimp as part of the Lalo. Very nicely done, Golly. We don't see very many GoBo Lalos anymore. I'll tell you that right now. But Golly pulled that one off beautifully. Now we're going to take a look at number 34. Just going to be a Suey Lalo attack done by Mr. Lexnose himself. Kind of a complicated Lalo here, and that's kind of why I wanted to show it. It's not... Look at that. We got 2 multi-target Infernos. That can be tough for a Lalo attack. They've got longer range than they used to. They do more damage than they used to. They have longer ranges than the singles. So, yeah. Multi-target Infernos can definitely be a very difficult Lalo, but Lex is going to make it look easy on this one. Sending in those Suey heroes on the bottom. Probably wanted her to keep walking down that side, maybe grab this wizard tower at the end, but she's going to double back and get that other air defense. Who knows? Maybe that's what he wanted. I don't know. But also, obviously, going to be very good value grabbing 2 air defenses with that Suey portion. Now, he didn't quite cut the defensive ring, so his first group of loons is going to go in towards this expo right here, and as soon as that goes down, then that ring is going to be cut, and he's going to be able to do a really nice rotational Lalo around the rest of this base. Very nice hound drops there, gathering up several air bombs, clearing the path for those loons, and definitely tanking very well for those loons coming in. Now, he does have 1 heal on this... 2 heals on this composition. Very nice. So that's his answer for those multi-target Infernos. We talked about how dangerous they are, but if you have the spell space for heals, and you can heal over those areas, that kind of negates them. Now, he also brought in, if you saw on the left-hand side there was a wizard tower that he was going to be ending his raid on. That could be dangerous. So instead of ending on it with all of his loons, he sent in a specific group of loons with a haste to go ahead and clear that wizard tower and also clear any red bombs that were probably sitting by it as well, so that by the time his Lalo finished, by the time you're finished a Lalo, you might have some loons left, but they're not usually full health. Usually they've taken some damage, and if you run into a red bomb and a wizard tower on the back end and you're out of spells, that can be death. So he goes in and takes out that backside wizard tower just to really take it out of the game entirely. So very nicely done. Also had a dragon inside of his battle blimp. Brought that in there after starting the Lalo, targeting that enemy queen right there, and that dragon's going to get her taken down, no problem. But just to be super safe, he also brought a skelly spell. Didn't end up needing it. The dragon killed the queen perfectly, and he also swagged a haste on that raid, so very nicely done, showing us how to Lalo those double multi-target Infernos just by bringing heals, healing through them. Very nicely done. So that's all the replays I have for you guys. We had an excellent war. Really, really fun war. I don't know, I said all that earlier. Hope you guys liked the attacks. I picked out some great attacks for you guys. I know I always enjoy seeing those kind of attacks and all the variety. I love it. Loving CWL Invite. Super fun. Hope you guys liked the video, and I'll see you in the next one.
Nerf this!